Welcome to the FG family.
Hey y'all, what's good? Welcome back to my channel, or our channel. It's your girl Tay, and I'm here with my two oldest daughters,
Jules
and
my son.
y'all already know my son Nasir. We are doing our first official mukbang for our channel, and of course I wanted to break into the mukbang community with my kids because I'm all about my babies. I'm all about my babies. So today we are going to be what we eating?
Pizza.
We're eating pizza from Little Ceasars. Now, this is not our first time having Little Ceasars pizza. We have Little Ceasars pizza on a regular basis. I actually had something else in mind, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So, you know what? The kids were really, really amped up, and so was I. We also got some Kool-Aid, which I'm going to move mine out of the way real quick. So, we got pepperoni pizza. They call this crazy sauce. And then I put some Ken's, I don't know if you can see it because it's so bright, but it's blue cheese dressing in this glass bowl. And then we have some, supposed to be oven roasted wings. However, they look a little spicy. So I don't know, I guess we'll get to that when we get to that. So we're going to fix our plates. My daughter's already got some pizza on her plate. So me and my other daughter, we're going to go ahead and put some pizza on our plate, so that we can get started. Here, go ahead, grab you two pieces and then put me two on my plate. Be careful of that juice right there. I should have moved that watermelon off the table so we have more space. You gonna eat? Hmm? You
know, what is this?
You can hold it. Okay, so we're gonna put these sauces kind of some way in the middle. I've never actually had this crazy sauce, so I'm kind of anxious to try it.
It's really good.
So yeah, you guys go ahead, dig in. Just be careful. I think you should move that watermelon. Move that watermelon off the table just so you can have some more space, because I'm real nervous about it. You can put it on the floor, or you can put it on one of these black chairs, wherever you can fit it. All right, you guys. As you can tell by the title, I wanted to talk about. I'm so hungry. Our spirituality. You also come over this way so they can see your face, your pretty face. Our spirituality, and just how much I just really wanted to give my children a chance to speak, because there's so much negativity surrounding our particular religious lifestyle. For those of you who don't know, who haven't watched previous videos, I am a priestess of Yemaya in it's an African lifestyle, spiritual lifestyle. It originated in Africa. However, the particular path that I follow has a Hispanic influence to it, so it's Afro-Cuban, which is pretty much the same thing. I'm pretty sure I went into a history lesson about that in another video, so I'm not going to do that right now. But pretty much it's Lukumi. Lukumi is the Afro-Cuban way of putting a name on our lifestyle, and Yoruba is the African way, and then there is the most popular common name, which is Santeria, which I don't like because it's associated with so much negativity. People automatically assume that it is you know, something having to do with dark magic and things of that nature. And let me be clear, it's none of the above. And to be perfectly honest, you are going to find negative people in any and all spiritual paths. It's not only in our path, but I feel like because there's so very, and it's not even that there's so very little information out there, because there are plenty of books, plenty of literature, plenty of information, positive, trustworthy information that you can get on our particular spiritual lifestyle. But because people don't take the time and they go by what someone else has told them, or they go by something that they've seen on TV, it's not like we're sitting up dancing around a big black cauldron calling out to goblins and goblins and stuff like that. It's nothing like that. You know what I mean? We are wholesome African Americans. My children are of my daughters are of Afro-Cuban descent, and I'm proud of that. And I want them to be proud of that. I don't want them to be shamed by nobody. So, like I was saying before, I am a priestess of 10 years. It'll be 10 years. Oh my God. In July. And my daughter, how old are you?
She's 12.
No, not her. I know how old she is. I'm talking about her priestess years.
6, 7, or 8. Looks like the 7 or 8.
So both of my daughters have been initiated. They've taken that path. And just a little bit of information about that. The initiation is very serious. It's not something to be taken lightly. We all had to wear white for a whole year. We had restrictions. You know, we couldn't go out at a certain time without having an elder from our spiritual community accompany us. There were just a lot of things. Like, it's a dedication, and this is not something that you just kind of turn on and turn off whenever you don't want to. You know what I mean? It's kind of like getting baptized. Once you get baptized, you may fall out with the church, but you can't wipe away that ceremony ever. So this is the same thing. So I just want to say that. Now, I just want my kids, like I said, I want to give them an opportunity to talk. I'm going to start with Jules, mainly to say...
Are you going to ask questions, or are you just going to...
Well, I mean, I'm going to ask you questions. The first question is going to be, I want her to basically express how she feels about being a priestess. Like, does she think that it was something wrong? Does she feel pressured? Is this something that she wish she could take back? Like, how do you feel about being a priestess of Oshun? Because she was young when we did it. I believe you were, what, 6 or 7? She was still little when she passed through those doors. So how do you feel about it so far?
Happy that it happened.
Speak up. I can hear you.
Happy that it happened.
But why?
I don't know. I like it.
Did you drink some water?
No.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm talking to my other kids. I'm talking to you. Huh?
He said no.
Okay, you're going to have to wait until I get up. I'm not getting up right now. So hold on. Tomasa, how about you? Bring your face over here in the camera now. How do you feel?
I am very happy.
Did you feel like we rushed you?
No.
Like we forced you?
No. I am very happy because that with my priestess, I feel like they will protect me in any way, and that I know I'm here with my family, and we all love God.
That's right, we all love God. But there's some people out there that don't think we love God. They think we worship the devil. Which, if you guys don't know, let me make this perfectly clear. I do not believe in the devil, and this is not one of those things where I'm like, I'm not giving any power to the devil. No, I do not believe in the devil. I believe there's balance. I believe there's two sides to every story. I believe there is, where there is light, there is darkness. Where there is up, there is down. You know what I mean? Where there's left, there's right, yin and yang, all those things. I believe in balance. So yeah, there are influences in the world that do have a negative disposition, but I don't believe in the devil in the aspect of there's somebody out there that's forcing us to do bad things. I believe that everybody needs to be held accountable, and that's what this path is about. It's about being accountable. It's about being held responsible for your actions, knowing that every action calls a reaction, and only you can control you. So I just wanted to put that out there. I don't believe in the devil. We're not sitting up over here with Ouija boards. This isn't an episode of Charmed. You know what I mean? We are real live people. I would never put my children in anything that I feel was going to be a detriment to their psyche, to their mental or their physical health. I'm very overprotective of my babies. I love all of my kids very much, and they know that I will go back boop crazy if anything or anybody were to mess with my kids in a way that was unfavorable to me. So I just want to put that out there. But I thought it was important. Y'all better save me some crazy sauce. I thought it was important to have my kids come on here and talk because, oh, you just gonna dip yours in there. Because like I said, there's so much negativity surrounding our spiritual path. I highly suggest that you guys go out there and take advantage of the information that's available. We are priestess. We all have different paths in life. I'm a priestess of Yemaya, which symbolizes the woman. This is the easy way to explain it. She symbolizes the woman in her older years in life. The woman who's taking care of kids, not out there clubbing and hanging out. My daughter is a priestess of Oshun. Oshun represents the woman in her younger years in life. It doesn't mean that Oshun is irresponsible or anything like that. Oshun represents a whole bunch of other aspects of life too. She represents creativity, wealth. She's also an energy that people will go to if they're having issues with infertility. And then my daughter Tamasa is a, get off of there before you knock my camera down, is a priestess of Alegba. Which is a male energy, and that energy represents opening and closing of doors. He's a messenger. It's an energy that we believe. Basically, when we say our prayers down here, he carries them to God. If that makes any sense. He represents a whole heck of a lot more than that. He protects children. He loves kids. He has a very childlike energy. It's just, he's very bubbly. But he can also be a trickster. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's more like if you claim to be a certain way, like, and he's done this to me several times. Or I'll just say, you can say God. Because I feel like all of these energies are essences of God. And that's what this path is about. It's about acknowledging the God in you. Now, there are some personality characteristics that are more dominant in others. My personality, obviously, I have so many kids, is the mothering. My daughter is very mothering too, but she also brings a different energy. She's very light, very giggly. It's just a different energy. My baby over here, she's very sensitive. She's very nurturing. But she also, her nickname in the family is Newspaper because she's known to just run and tell it all. And her grandmother gave her that name. I don't. But she just tells all. And that to me, it just fits the whole essence of Alegba because that's what he do. He just kind of sits and just waits and watches things pop off and then he just goes and reports information to whoever. But like I was saying, yeah, Alegba is more like, you guys can get another, piece of pizza if you want it. Go ahead. Just don't lift it up too far so you don't block the camera. What is it? You're not saying it? Go outside. I said that already. Why are you standing right here waiting for me to tell you to do something I already told you to do?
Are you going to eat?
Yeah, I am going to eat. And that's going to be enough for you guys because I still have to feed a grown man who's going to be coming in here going, how y'all eat pizza and I didn't. Okay. So anyways, let's move this out the way. Let's see if I can put this here for our clickbait. I don't know if that's gonna work. Say cheese.
Cheese.
Okay. Not clickbait. I meant to say thumbnail, not clickbait. Not clickbait. But anyways, I have to move this over here now so we have some more space. Yeah, give me my juice because I'm a little parched. Y'all see my baby? He got ranch all over his face.
I'm thirsty now too.
That's his way of telling me to give him some more. Okay.
Now you're going to get ranch all over the cup. I like that. Oh my god.
You don't like what?
I like that.
Oh, it's blue cheese. It's not ranch.
I got over.
It's blue cheese. That's probably why you don't like it because it's a different flavor than Oh, another thing I want to talk about. Let me just put it out there because I have no shame, honey. No freaking shame. Yes, we do animal sacrifices. We don't. Us girls don't. You know what I mean? Usually the men are the ones that's doing that, but it's not done in cruelty. Like I said, we're not just a bunch of big, horrible women and men sitting around a big black cauldron going, no, that's not what's going on. There's prayer. You know what I'm saying? We are actually praying. We are appreciating and being humble in the experience and acknowledging the fact that these animals are sacrificing themselves in a way that we cannot. You know what I mean? Because a lot of, I'm just going to say it. A lot of Christians, like to lash on us. And it's like, first of all, if you're not a vegetarian, I don't think you should be commenting on animal sacrifices because somebody had to kill and pluck this bird before it made its way to Kentucky, Rouse, Food for Less, or wherever it is that you buy your chicken before you go home and cook it up in your pan. So before you judge us, you know what I'm saying? At least we're praying. Nothing is done and then just thrown away and we're just like, oh yeah, we're done with that. No, we sit in deep meditation. Our initiation ceremony was a 3-day process followed by a 7-day isolation. I mean, there is a lot that is involved in these ceremonies. It's not as, we don't take it lightly is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? When we sacrifice animals, it is very close to the energy and the preparation that goes on in Africa, which is where these ceremonies and rituals began. Some of that has been, I'll say, a little bit watered down only because of the location. We're in Los Angeles, so there's you know what I mean, there's an aspect to our tradition that has been lost based on time and slavery and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, I just, you know what I mean, I want to put it out there and make it very plain, make it very clear. My children are a part of this. We love it. They have grown to appreciate it. Like I said, it's about acknowledging the God in you. I don't have to go to church if I don't want to receive all of my healing and my spiritual guidance. I know that God lives with me. I know that God follows me, walks with me, and my children, protects us wherever we go. You know what I mean? And this is not a preaching video. This is not one of them. I'm not trying to convert you guys, make you guys change your mind. I believe that everybody has a right to practice what they practice and believe in what they believe in. I am only merely taking a position to educate from my experience. I am not an elder. I do not know it all. I am literally just educating from my level of experience to say, hey, this is what we do. We love it. I am a proud African American woman. We are melanated people. We practice the science. No, we live. We live a lifestyle in the science of African spirituality. So, yeah. Other than that, I really don't know what else to say. I barely did any eating. My kids did all the eating. And my son is having a good old time.
He's like his dad.
Digging in my blue cheese. That's all he want to do is suck off the sauce. He don't even want to eat it. You like that? He's saying no, but you eating it. It's good, huh? Yeah. Shake it, baby, shake it. Shake it, baby, shake it. Work that shoulder, work it. Do it, baby, do it. Get it, baby, get it. Get it. But my baby loves music, y'all. When I tell you he loves music, he loves music. But yeah, you guys, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I did want to talk a little bit about creating altars. And the interesting thing is that a lot of the, yes, baby. You got you some pizza? Yeah. A lot of aspects of African spirituality exist in the United States, and people don't even realize it. I'm going to give one example that I think is the most dominant when it comes to creating shrines and altars and stuff like that. when that horrible fiasco happened with Nipsey Hussle, all those flowers and candles, that's a shrine. That's something, unfortunately, that happens a lot in Los Angeles. When someone dies tragically by drive-by or gang violence or anything like that, wrong place at the wrong time. And usually the family members and close friends will go out there and they'll put candles and flowers and a picture of the fallen soul. That's a shrine. And I'm saying that because I've gotten quite a few questions of people come in my house and they see the altars I have in here. I have an altar behind me that's dedicated to my family and my children's family because they have both sides, my side and their father's side. So they're our ancestors. I have obituaries. And a lot of those people on here, I've never met them before in my life, but I still honor them because in order for you to know where you're going, you have to know where you came from. And family in this path too is a really big part of it. Before you even get into Orisha or deities or whatever you want to call it, you have to honor your ancestors. And I'm going to be real with y'all. Y'all probably going to think I'm crazy and I'm probably going to lose a couple people on this, but I feel closer to the dead than I do sometimes people that's alive. And that's just real. I can have a conversation, sit over there and talk to my people, meditate, and sometimes feel more refreshed and clarified than I do when I sit and talk to people here in the flesh. I don't know what that is.
I don't really talk to them. I sing.
You sing to them?
Because I like singing. I mean,
It's still communication.
I sing my feelings.
Some people sing, some people go over there and play an instrument. We're about to create a shrine. So a shrine can be something as simple as, for those of you who want to know, you can use the nightstand by the side of your bed if that's all you have. Put a picture of a fallen spirit, your grandma, great-grandma, cousin, don't matter who it is, even if you don't have any pictures. And get yourself a piece of paper and with a pencil, write on there very clearly, I dedicate this to all my ancestors, those known and unknown, and leave it there. And you can repeat that statement every night. Put a candle there, put a clear glass of water there, and there's a shrine, there's an altar. It don't have to be extravagant. People can use what you have, and that's my thing, going back to how it was in Africa way back when. Can you imagine? Before slavery and all that, they didn't have fancy fabric and everything that we have nowadays. Times have changed. So, you know, in terms of their shrines, they use what they had. If all they had was coffee or fruits and flowers, things from nature, that's what they put on their shrine. Same thing applies. If you broke, if you ain't got it, like sometimes I don't have it, I be looking at my shrine going, oh my God, I wish I could put flowers. I can't afford to get no candles. The candles I want to get, I go to Food for Less and get me a 7-day candle. Stick that on there. You know what I mean? Use what you have. It doesn't have to be extravagant. There are some shrines that you're not going to be able to create. Like you can create a shrine that's dedicated to a specific Orisha, but you can't create a shrine with the essence of the Orisha on there unless you actually receive that. And you usually don't receive that unless you've gone through the ceremony. Me and my children, we all have received those things. So one of the shrines in my house is completely dedicated to Orisha. My Orisha and her Orisha, because your Orishas are at your poppy's house.
Yeah.
What's up?
Can I get a cold water?
Yeah, and close my refrigerator though. Why you got my refrigerator open?
And this is
Yeah, I know. I got this. I'm the mama. But
He doesn't want you to talk.
No. Yeah, it doesn't take much to do a shrine or create an altar in your house. And like I said, it can be dedicated to one spirit. It can be dedicated to many. You know what I mean? If you're trying to elevate the spirit, usually what I do, and this is me, to elevate a brand new spirit that has passed on, like my grandmother when she passed away, or my dad, you know what I mean? You want to take a space, like I just said. If all you have is a nightstand by your bed, get you some fabric from the fabric store. Plain white, no flowers, checkers, plain white fabric. Glass of water, clear glass of water, fill it all the way to the rim. All the way to the rim. If you can't do nothing but go and pick a flower from outside, go do that. Put a candle on there, you're good to go. Like I said, get you a piece of paper, write on that piece of paper. This is dedicated to all the ancestors that I have, known and unknown. Okay? That's a good place to start for those of you who are wondering. It really doesn't have to be extravagant. You don't need no ceremony or nobody to come in your house and tell you how to build a relationship with your ancestors. It's your family. And if you don't know how to deal with your family, nobody else can help you with that. But I'm going to end this video on that note. Because I don't want it to be too long. And we about to get out of here in a little while. And see if we can. We got to go make some money, honey.
Oh, can I get one?
You can get one. So, yeah, you guys. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and my girls, even though they didn't do much talking. I was going to do this mukbang by myself, but they were all, well, she was all in her feelings. She went, oh, I thought we were going to do it together. No, we don't hang out. Well, she'll leave me in the house and go out. Can you stop reaching over me? Put the top on my chicken. Y'all just reaching over me like y'all don't see me talking. Sorry. But yeah. She was all in her feelings, but she leave and go outside and want to play. I'm like, what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to come outside? It's too hot. Oh my God. I hope you guys are staying cool and staying hydrated wherever you are. We are in Whittier, Orange County, California. And yesterday it was 103 degrees. Today it is around the same. It is so hot. I couldn't even have my dog outside for too long. I put him outside and just threw 3 buckets of cold water on him just so he wouldn't pass out of heat stroke. It's too hot to think outside. Oh my God, like it's hotter than Satan's toenails outside. It's too hot.
Satan's toenails?
Yeah, man. But when I say me and these, now let me tell y'all, how many of us is in this house? It's 6 kids and 2 adults. That's 8 people. And we done had 3 24 packs of water, and we done went through. That's how hot it is.
24 packs of water?
Yes. Thank God my kids are not opposed to drinking water, because, man, I don't know where they would be. Meaning that you are not against drinking water, that you'll drink water. I don't have to make you. My kids will drink water when it's hot. And man, they've been going through that water. But yeah, I know we just rambling on and on and on. Y'all supposed to say, Mom, you're supposed to end the video.
You're supposed to end the video.
Alright, well, I'm about to end this video, y'all. Stay tuned for more mukbangs. Some are going to be with my babies. I think the next one I'm probably going to do with my little girls, because I know they feeling some type of way that they're not involved in this one. But because they haven't reached that level, they're not initiated, I wanted them to speak more, even though they are involved and they have gone through ceremonies, but they are not priestesses yet. I just wanted to give my children, like I said, even though they didn't talk, oh my God, this. You guys, you have to excuse her hair. Forgive me. We are just in the first week of summer. I said I was going to do a head a day. I did one head last night, and today I did your hair yesterday too, but your hair is fine. I'm going to do that hair. I don't know whose hair I'm going to do tonight, but you guys stay tuned. I want you to make sure you check out the video so you can see my kids' hair is done. We do not walk around like this on a regular basis, but you know what I'm saying? It's the first week of summer. Everybody's just trying to relax, not put too much of a structure, because they get very, oh my God, I don't want to. Oh my God. Anyways, let me get out of here, y'all. Yeah. Make sure you smash that like button. Definitely comment down below. Let me know you guys was here with us, rocking with us. For those of you who have just recently subscribed to our channel, we definitely appreciate you, along with those who have already been subscribed to our channel. Stay tuned. We got a lot of great things coming out. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And yeah, we'll see y'all in the next video. I know, right? Y'all been eating. Because I've been talking. If y'all hadn't been talking, I'd have had a chance to chew. I can't talk and chew at the same time. I know some people doing their mukbangs like they cows and all that, but I just feel some type of way about people seeing all in the back of my mouth.
supposed to say?
I don't know, but say something so I can
Okay,
choose.
something. Yeah, you can say.
All right, y'all. We gonna go. I'm gonna have my daughter go ahead and press the button so we can get out of here. Peace.
You said say something. I said.